Hey fellow golfers, are you about as sick and tired of your 3-wood as I am? I've been looking for a long time to find a club at the top of my bag right underneath my driver that's really going to kind of suit my game. And I've tried a whole bunch of 3-woods. I thought maybe I found one, but what I recently picked up was a club that Callaway brought out about 3 years ago that is meant to solve all of your 3-wood headaches, even your 5-wood headaches. It is, what do we got here? A Super Hybrid. Let's take a look at this hybrid. Has that gorgeous Carmen mesh on the back of it that fades into just a solid black at the top. You've got that chevron marker there to help with alignment. You've got your grooves all white. Take a look at the back again. You've got your jailbreak technology. You've got an adjustable weight that you can manage on the back. It's a 7-degree hybrid. The head on it is massive compared to my other hybrids, so that, you know, it's close to a 7-wood in size. And of course you have the adjustable neck sleeve. And I'm going to turn this down to a 16 to compete with my 15-degree 3-wood. All right, so I'm sufficiently warmed up. Let's go ahead. We're going to start with the 3-wood now. We're going to do like 10 to 12 swings with it. We're going to get rid of some of the outliers, take a look at the averages just quickly, then we'll get into the Super Hybrid. So for those of you who haven't seen my 3-wood shootout, I would go ahead and check that out. I'll put the link at the end of the video, but in it I compared my old Cobra Speed Zone 3-wood, my old Tour Edge Exotics C721 3-wood against this new 3-wood PXG that I picked up. Now this one really is a nice looking 3-wood. You know, it's on sale I think for $159 right now on PXG's site. It's the 0211. Now it's not adjustable, but it's got a pretty look. I mean, take a look at the face. It's got a nice looking face on it. A little bit of white trim around the edge. Very clean. It's matte. Again, the bottom is really sleek looking. Reminds me a lot of their higher end line, the Gen 5. And actually, it's got an extra stiff Tensei white in it, which is a low spin, low launch shaft. So if you're wanting to hit some bombers with your 3-wood, this is the setup to go with, right? So let's see how we get on with the 3-wood. I have been hitting this a bit better than my other 3-woods, but I still am really open to seeing what that Super Hybrid does. And that felt leaky the second I hit it. I made good contact, but it was just way out to the right. There we go, right down the middle. I mean, ideally, these two clubs are going to be my fairway finders off the tee if I'm struggling with driver, or my second shot in on a long par 5. I need it to go probably 230 to 240, ideally, maybe 250 with a really good crack. Oh, that felt really good. Be right. Oh yeah, nice high launch. Look at that carry, center ball. Woo! Wow, 245. Let's take a look at some of the statistics here in more detail. 135 mile per hour ball speed with 2850 backspin, which is almost driver backspin. One of the things that I really do like about this 3-wood is that you're not getting the spin up into the high 3000s like you are on a lot. The height is 26 yards, a little lower than you'd want if you did want something to stick on the green. Ideally that'd be closer to 30, but it's really close. 15-degree launch angle is almost perfect. And then 221 carry with a 245 total yards. I mean, that is just absolutely perfect. And frankly, I'm not hitting my driver much farther than that. Even on a good swing, I'm probably into the 260s. So do you go with this and play it safe off the tee, or do you try for the extra 20 yards with your driver? .222, 247. Golly, that's good. And again, with a little bit of a draw, you're still seeing backspin numbers at 2,600. This is unbelievable. It's almost, like I said before, driver backspin numbers. And much quicker ball speed there, 135. Again, perfect 15-degree launch angle. All right, I'm going to hit a couple more shots, clean this up, and we'll be back with the Super Hybrid. All right, let's get cracking with the Super Hybrid. You're going to see that it's going to be the red line on the screen. There is a slightly newer version of the Super Hybrid. I bought this one used for about $160. There is the Epic Super Hybrid that came out last year. Very similar. Still has jailbreak. You pay a little bit more for it. But for me, I just wanted to give this club a shot. And I will let you know what we have here. Wow, okay. That was middled. Wow, let's take a look at the stats on this one. 131 mile per hour ball speed, which isn't much faster than what I was getting with the 3-wood, but 2,100 backspin. Higher launch. I know that we had a bunch of hits there on the 3-wood that were around 15 degrees, so this one's 19. 223 carry with 250 total yards. It's pretty amazing. The smash factor, I just had a peek, is 1.51, which is more than what you're supposed to get. 1.5 is the theoretical maximum, but they do not regulate how hot 3-woods or these super hybrids can be off the middle of the face, so it is possible to get over 1.50 on a smash factor. I'm just not buying the spin rate on that one. Let's see what we get here in with these other hits. All right, draw them back. 210 carry, 3,100 backspin. Okay, so that's perhaps more realistic out of a Super Hybrid. 131 ball speed, which was similar to the one before. Higher launch angle at 17, and that was only 232 total yards. Oh, that one felt good. Be right. It's coming back. It's coming back. 220 carry, really like that. 245 total yards. Take a look at the ball speed. 133, so a couple of mile per hour faster. 2,500 backspin. That's what we saw with the 3-wood. 17 degrees launch. I will say that this is a titanium face, but this club it's just kind of hard to figure out. I mean, I guess I know where I hit it. It feels like it's got kind of a dead face to it. There isn't a crack or a ping. My 3-wood with the PXG sort of had a little bit of a ping sound off it. You knew, when you were hitting it. This is, it feels okay. It probably could feel a lot better. I was expecting more off a titanium face. Golly, that's another great ball. 129 mile per hour ball speed, but again, really low spin and decent distance. I mean, the thing with this club that I'm seeing so far is some really nice draws. I mean, that's what I'm after. I had a couple with the 3-wood that went off to the right. Another nice baby draw. I love it. 220 carry. I'm going to like this. 245. 136 ball speed. So we're getting up there. 2600 backspin. Man, that is looking really nice. I'm going to hit a few more shots here, guys, and then we're going to take a look at the data and wrap it up here in just a minute. So let's take a look at the numbers here, guys. This is the 3-wood, right, to start us off. So ended up getting about 12 shots here. My longest hit, I know I showed you on the video, 250-yard shot with the Super Hybrid, but I ended up also having a 250 2-yard shot here with the 3-wood. It also was down close to 2,000 backspin, 17-degree launch, 135 mile per hour ball speed. On average, I was carrying the 3-wood 215 with a rollout of 239. So, you know, it's 24 yards rollout. We're not going to get that right now in wet Raleigh, but in the summertime, I'm sure we'd get a pretty decent rollout. And if you look over here on the far right, 1.47 is my smash factor. So that's my efficiency score based on the ball speed versus the club head speed, the imputed club head speed. You saw a lot of my shots with the 2 hybrid. I ended up getting about 13 shots here as well. The longest one was a 251. I think we have that on video. Right before that was a 248 and a 245 and a 244 and then a 245. So yeah, I had a pretty good streak with the Super Hybrid here and some really just nice straws. Like there was only a couple that flared out to the right. There was one big one that I took out. There's a couple here that were 21 yards offline, 34 yards to the right. Anytime you see a minus sign in this offline column, that's you know, to the left of the center line. So a nice little baby draw, and I had a bunch of those kind of start the session. So let's go ahead and just show averages only. This is going to tell the story. And look, the ball speed's identical at 132. The launch is a little bit higher with the 2 hybrid. It says undefined, but that's my 3-wood on top there in the white. The backspin is a tiny bit lower with the Super Hybrid. Let's see what else. We've got carry, 215 versus 216, and 239 total versus 241 total. So look, I'm getting all of about a yard or 2 out of the Super Hybrid. And so that is really making me think if I can dial this in and start just, you know, doing those baby draws after baby draws, it could replace the 3-wood in the bag. It's just as powerful and just as far. You know, the height, you know, with the higher launch angle, the height's a little bit better too on the Super Hybrid. So just by a yard though, 27 yards to 26. And the smash factor though is 1.49, so maybe there is something there to the titanium face where I'm getting greater efficiency, greater ball speeds off of the hits that I'm making with the Super Hybrid. So what do you think? This was a real eye-opener for me. Again, I've only had the Super Hybrid for just a couple of days. That was the first session that I really had a chance to go at it. I was super impressed. Besides the sound and the feel off of it, which is kind of a chunk, there's not really a ton there. Again, I had hoped that there's more of a crack or a little bit of a ting, but man, does this thing perform. You know, I'm still kind of getting used to the 3-wood, and I'm hitting this better than any other 3-wood that I had in the past, but you know, this is every bit as far. So, you know, what do you guys think? Have you experimented with, you know, low lofted hybrids at the top of your bag to replace your 3-woods or some of your other woods? Leave your comments down below. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you soon.